my school.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to CK Podcast 353. Today we have a very special guest, my guy, brother from another mother, from the Bahamas, straight from the Bahamas, man. John Nutt from 10th year seniors. How you doing, brother?
What's up? Thanks for, it's a pop-up podcast. That's what this is.
Pop-up podcast, man. We tried to do it last night, but my boy got to go and visit all his homies from the Bahamas, a.k.a. Buddy Hield. Just talk about Buddy Hield. What type of person is he? How has he developed as a human being and as a basketball player in the past, 5 years?
By far the most popular basketball player in the Bahamas, like hands down.
More than Ayton,
hands down. The most popular, but the thing is because he was homegrown. Like that's the whole thing. You got to go back. Like I could talk to Buddy and I could talk to him about playing high school basketball in the Bahamas.
Right.
Like, it's stupid things like that Bahamians connect to more. And it's just like Buddy's always been one of those people where he's had a drive to be the best at what he can be. Like he'll tell you from day one, he's not the most talented person, but no one's going to outwork him. And that's the thing. Like
that's a skill.
Yeah, it's a skill. He goes to work. That's what it is. It's like I was lucky enough to travel with him on the Bahamas national team this summer.
Right.
And
how was that?
It's crazy because you have people who are aspiring to be in the NBA on the team Bahamas. You have some of these players who potentially could be drafted. They're high major players in college. Practice is done. Buddy looks at them and he's like, "So y'all think we done? Like,
no, we ain't done.
We still got more work to do."
Right.
So it's just a reality check with a lot of these Bahamian players when they see this. Buddy's at the top of the top. He's in the best league in the world. He's the best player. Well,
right now, I would say he's the best player in the Bahamas, but the most talented is Ayton.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's because Ayton got to earn his stripes.
Exactly.
Buddy's earning stripes already.
Yeah. So it's just like when you have someone at the highest level saying, y'all need to do better, what are you going to do?
Now, do you consider Klay Thompson part of that since he is half Bahamian, or is his buddy just
Just me. As we were talking about earlier, Klay, people in the Bahamas love Klay.
Right.
Klay has a history like no other. Like it's a pretty unique deal that Klay has. Klay's dad was the #1 pick overall from the Bahamas, 1973, I believe it was. So
Michael Thompson.
Yeah, there's always a connection he's gonna have, and he goes to the Bahamas every year. He goes to the camp. He gives back to the kids. So it's not like he's one of those players where he'll just be like, "Oh, yeah, I love the Bahamas because of my dad." No, he loves the Bahamas.
He goes back every year.
He goes back and he gives back every year. So it's not like it's just, "Oh, Bahamas, yay." No, he goes and gives back. So he does what he can. There's only so much you can do.
That's right. And last night, both John and I were covering the game. The Kings and the Grizzlies. The Kings got a great victory. But before we continue, I do want to let you guys know that you guys can use our code COWBELL and get $20 off your purchase, either concerts, basketball games, football games, on SeatGeek.com. Make sure to use that code COWBELL to get $20 off your purchase. You can also visit 10thyearseniors.com. Links are in the description. Last night, what did you see from Buddy Hield just overall? I know he played 41 games. He mentioned that was the most he's ever played ever. So
since that Kansas game at college that went to, I think, double overtime.
Exactly. So how would you describe his performance, his toughness, and what do you expect from him moving forward with the Sacramento Kings?
I'll go back to national team Puerto Rico, but then I'll go back to the interview you guys did with him on Media Day. His body type has changed. Like before, like I don't understand. It's hard to explain it, but he has the NBA body now. Like he was missing something last year, and when you look at him this year, he just got more filled, solid and he's it's like his leg is like all one size now, as opposed to being like it's like he's built like a tree.
Right.
And you notice that in the summer, and he was playing 38 minutes a game in FIBA.
Luckily, he didn't get hurt like Bogey did. Bogey got injured playing for Serbia this summer,
and that's always a risk. But I just think that his body, he takes care of it so much. He's been doing new things. He's built in a way where he wasn't going to get hurt. Like he has a quicker jump. He's hustling more on the boards now. It's like It's like
he got better overall.
Yeah, but he's a shooter. He's hands down.
He's playmaking.
Yeah.
Talk about that. I know he was focused on, what Bogey has taught me to become unselfish. The rep last year was he's kind of selfish. He just wants to get buckets. He just wants to shoot the ball.
Buddy buckets, man.
But he took it to heart. He got better. He improved his handle. Now he's bringing the ball up the court, making plays for Willie. Now I think his awareness is so much better. His IQ is so much better. Just talk about that.
I'll go back to Oklahoma days.
Right.
First year Oklahoma, he averaged 3 points a game. He wasn't playing that much. Second year, you could see that. Just like last year in the NBA, he was seeing the hump. He was figuring the game out. I always thought, and I might have it saved on one of these other podcasts that we did back home, but year 3 is the year that you were going to see him break out regardless because of the work, the intensity, and learning the game. Like it's a whole, like, Buddy, I thought he should have left after his junior year in college. He could have gone to a contender,
to a good team,
a team who they could, slowly bring him in, slowly bring him up.
Spurs.
Like, anyone who was close to the Spurs is like NBA All-Star. Like that's the team we wanted him to go to. The only team we didn't want him to go to was the Bulls. Like it was like we don't want the Bulls in there. But no, Buddy, year 3. It seems like every time he hits year 3, even in high school, like when he hit his junior year in high school, it's just like
this is year 3 for Buddy, right?
Yeah, this is year 3. It seems like he's been in the NBA for like 5 years because of that trade. Right. But I didn't think the Pelicans used him properly.
No.
And it's a difference when you have.
He was getting better too.
Yeah, you have management who believes in you, and it's psychological. Like you're in New Orleans. I mean, the stadium's a dump. I could say I went there. I wasn't impressed.
We're privileged to be here.
Then you come here and you go to Golden One, and it's just like, whoa, look at these facilities, and it's insane. So I just feel that Buddy, Jamal Crawford type player. Like I think he could put up numbers like that. Like he's gonna have games where he'll put up 40 points like later on in his career, and you're just gonna be like,
I buy it.
You're just gonna be like, damn. Like Buddy I think he'll have a triple double before the year's over this year. I really believe that.
I believe that as well.
I think he's gonna have.
It goes back to his hard work, his relentlessness on the court, the fact that he can now facilitate for others. I want to say Jamal Crawford. I want to say Eric Gordon. Can he be Aaron Gordon? That type of player.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, just so.
Also got to remember that
critical.
He's Bahamian too.
He's Bahamian too?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. There's some good water in the Bahamas. I'm gonna go there and make a baby, and just like being, you know what? I gotta give him the Bahamas.
Yeah, his mom's Bahamian. So I mean, yeah, no, trust me. Like we were last night, we were talking because he showed me the stats. Eric Gordon shot like 1 for 12 from 3-point, but he played 35 minutes. He played 41 minutes. He played more minutes than Buddy, and I was like, that's not the type of player he is. He can't, he's gonna. And Buddy's like, nah. So
if my girlfriend and I go to the Bahamas and we have a kid there and is born there, is he from the Bahamas?
That's a whole bag of
no, is that
beans. Like
maybe does it count?
No. I don't know. Like we have some constitutional stuff there that I don't even want to try to get into. It's insane down there.
Right on. So let's move on to DeAndre Ayton,
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the year. What can you tell me about him that you've seen as far as an improvement? You've always been high on him since the first day I met you. And by the way, I do want to say, anytime he goes to a Kings game, the Kings are 5-0. The Kings win. So as of right now, 5-0. That's crazy. Yeah, better pay for his ticket, y'all. When you guys rewatch this or, listen to it on the audio version on Spotify, iTunes, whatever it is, guys. This man is a great luck charm. Not a luck charm, a great luck charm. And, yeah, so just go back to Ayton. What have you seen as far as an improvement from his overall game?
I just think he silenced the doubters with his motor. Because everyone would say...
I questioned it.
Yeah, everyone questioned it. And don't get me wrong, I questioned it as well. Like, that was, to me, the aspect of DeAndre Ayton's game. Is he going to keep his motor going at 100? Because if not,
most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, if not, then it's going to be a problem. Because he always used to see, especially in college, and I blame it on the system. I don't blame it on him. Mm-hmm. Now that I've spoken to him, you blame it on the system because they, college coaches want to win. And that's the thing.
They dictate everything.
Yeah, they don't care what it is. Oh, you're going to play in the zone. Like what he needs to do is he needs to move his feet better. He needs to be able to use it. He's too athletic not to average 4 blocks a game. He's too athletic not to be able to switch on the screen to come block a shot. Like, that's what he's missing right now. Like his offensive game is there, Like people.
I never questioned that. I question
his shot.
His shot
His
and
shot
just his awareness on defense, like his overall IQ. I felt like it wasn't there. Part of it is always system. I get that, but there's plays where I'm like, dude, you got to step up. You have to move your feet, and maybe he wasn't just focused all the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's just college. Though.
It's just college.
Like
I can only blame him and judge him on what I see.
Yeah, but I remember when I spoke to him before college, Ayton was just like, his mindset going into college was, yeah, you want to win, but his mindset's like, I need to produce these numbers to be the number one pick. His goal was always to be the number one pick, like regardless of what. And winning's cool and everything, but you want to be the number one pick. Like that was his goal. He's been tabbed since 15 years old to be the number one pick in this draft class, dude.
Right.
And you know what type of person it takes to have that pressure, pretty much your entire basketball playing career, to, hey, I'm going to be the number one pick. 5 years of just people saying, oh, yeah, you could be the number one pick. You're the projected the top pick over. It's like, that's a lot of stress on someone.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's like LeBron, but like 7 feet tall.
7'1".
He's a physical specimen.
Yeah.
So,
but the thing is too, is he hit the gym hard too in high school because he used to be skinny.
I thought he was on steroids.
Yeah, no, he hit the gym. Like I was talking to his coach from Hillcrest when he came down.
He's from Phoenix?
Yeah, he was playing in Phoenix. Yeah. At Hillcrest. And the coach was like, nah, DeAndre, go to the gym 3 hours a day and then go shoot. Go back to the gym.
Right.
And then shoot. And it's just like he was just lifting weights. Because I remember when I saw him, I was just like, damn. Like, no homo, but
Dude's big.
You got
built.
You got good looking over there, like jeez.
Right. So what do you expect aside from Rookie of the Year? Do you think, knowing the NBA the way it is, the way it's a guard-driven, wing-driven league, can a big man not named Anthony Davis lead a team, be the focal point of the team, be the number one guy, the head honcho, and can that translate to wins? Because we've seen great bigs, DeMarcus Cousins comes to mind, 28 and 12 every night, but they don't lead to wins, bro. So can he be that guy, and can he translate that into wins for Phoenix?
As Klay Thompson said, he's bringing the big man back to the NBA. So that's one of the top players like that. I understand he has a little bias as well, but when you have top players really believe that.
What's that mean though? Because DeMarcus was a top player.
Yeah, but I think that he's going to be able to impact the game like the Shaq impacted the game type thing. Like he's going to be that leader of that team. And you got to understand, it's not just Steph Curry can hit 3-pointers. It's a mental aspect of it. Like I believe that Ayton's going to get to the point where he's going to be able to lead the team, and when it's necessary, get the job done. Like the old Shaq Kobe days with Portland. Like I get Kobe's a great player, but Shaq won those games.
Right, he did. So you're saying Booker and Ayton is similar to that duo?
Yeah, and then if Josh Jackson could get
he's so skilled.
If he could get his act together, it's Phoenix.
He can be better than both of them.
Yeah,
but I don't think his mindset's there.
I think Phoenix, it's not this year, but next year they're like a 4 seed.
Yeah, just on pure talent, man. That core is crazy.
Oh no, they're developing the team, and they all seem like they like each other. And Tyson Chandler, they're helping Ayton. That's a big deal.
Tyson being there, Ariza being there.
Oh yeah.
Talk about like his impact on Josh Jackson, on Booker, even on Alex. What's his name? The French point guard.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name.
Right,
number 2, whatever. But yeah, I know Mikal Bridges. I mean,
Mikal.
It's like
this team is loaded.
That team's gonna be nice. That team that's a 4 seed next year for sure.
Wow.
Saying it today. That's my hot take. They're a 4 seed next year.
You guys heard it here first. Actually, you had a hot take, and it's kind of like aside from everything that we're supposed to talk about, but you said Jimmy Butler's going to the Raptors.
Yeah, like I talked to my friend Andrew. He lives up in Boston, and we always talking, and he was just like, I was like, who could afford Jimmy? Like, what could happen? Like, he's my trade guy. He's my ESPN trade machine.
Right.
And he was just like, these are the only teams. And then that's when the Toronto thing came up. It's just like, yeah, no. Toronto.
Yeah, if Toronto gives Jimmy Butler, they're going to compete and go to 7 with the Warriors. I truly believe that.
Yeah, no. Toronto right now, hands down. Like, my favorite thing was, what was it? Bleacher Report or someone posted?
Yeah.
5-0. How do you like the trade now? It's just like no one, like Kawhi Leonard is someone you trade for. Like
no matter what.
Yeah, hands down.
Hands down.
But
top 3 player in the league. Top 2 in my eyes.
I think Toronto, even without a Butler, think they're winning the East.
Yeah.
They're going to beat Boston. Boston,
Yeah.
to me, reminds me of, like, they really do remind me of the 2011 Heat that lost to the Mavs. Like, they're just not sinking like they should be. There's something missing. There's a missing piece.
It's called you don't have the best player. And the Raptors happen to have the best player. Let's just be honest.
And it's defense. I mean, defense.
And he is an animal on defense, and so are his teammates.
Yeah.
OG.
And then I think
Siakam.
Yeah, the biggest thing too is Toronto now knows we don't touch LeBron. We don't have to face LeBron in the playoffs.
That's crazy.
That has been the nemesis for the Raptors for the last 3 years. Every time they play LeBron, it's just like LeBron comes, sweep, bye. Thanks, Toronto. Thanks for hosting me these 2 days.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan felt that when the Lakers almost beat them. They came back from 8 down in like a minute. DeMar was thinking, I leave the East and you come back and hunt me.
It's interesting with that.
So we've discussed Buddy Hield. We've discussed DeAndre Ayton. Another guy, Marvin Bagley, number 2 pick. I know both those guys. Both those cats are signed by Puma. They're very good friends.
Yeah.
Ayton was very adamant and positive about Marvin Bagley during Summer League when I spoke to Ayton. Do you ever see a chance that Marvin can be better than him, or is it always going to be Ayton hands down?
I'm going to be biased my entire career. I'll just tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Ayton is always going to be the best.
But regardless, like black and white, do you see Marvin's skill set to be anything close to?
Yeah, no,
Ayton?
definitely. He's going to be up there. He's also a special talent. We spoke about it yesterday. This is a special class.
Right.
This isn't just a special class with talent. This is a special class that all these players are actually friends.
Right.
So it's
That's
like
true.
You don't have anyone trying to bash each other. That's going to lead to success. Like even last night, you could just see that like he hesitates so much. He just needs to put his foot down and go up to the basket. Like there was a Marc Gasol block, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he would have just laid the ball up in the front part of the rim instead of trying to go under, he wouldn't have gotten a block because he would have the rim protecting him. Like it's just simple things like that he's going to adjust.
Experience.
Yeah, and he's going to be good. And he missed that dunk. I mean, he shouldn't be missing dunks. And Jared Jackson missed 2 dunks too. I was just like, what's up with these people missing dunks?
Talk a little bit about Jared Jackson right before we go back to Marvin. That was my number 2 prospect in the draft. I had him over Marvin over DeAndre Ayton. Have you been impressed with this offense? Because he's known to be just a beast on defense. I mean, talk about his offense. And he showed that last night.
Yeah, that's the thing with the Izzo system. Tom Izzo will, I'm not going to say, because it'd be too harsh to say it, damage careers, but Tom Izzo will make a player look a lot worse than they're supposed to look just because of the system that they run. And like you said, you were shocked that the Kings didn't bring him in for a workout because they had an opportunity to bring him in for a workout.
They could have brought in everybody.
Yeah, they could have. Yeah. The only one who wasn't going to do it was Ayton.
And it sucks.
Because Ayton said that I'm only working
I'm on number 1.
Yeah.
So do you think the agents really hurt this? Because a lot of it was agent driven where they're like, well, my client's not working out with you guys.
Yeah. I think like looking back at it, you guys could have probably used Jaren more than Bagley. Like, just looking at the skill set, the roster, what they're doing this year. Because if you had
the construction of the roster,
if you had a 4 who could go out and shoot the ball, and you keep Willie in at center, it's just like, yo, you got someone else than Buddy who could shoot the ball, like, and that's what's important.
And he's defensive minded.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Marvin Bagley, what do you think he has to improve on the most? I know you've only watched him play once this year, right?
Yeah, I just think it's the mental aspect. That's all it is. He has the skill. He's been dominating his whole life. Like he just got it's a hump. Once he gets over that hump and realizes he's a 20 and 10 player. Easy. Right. 20, 10, 3 blocks. That's what he should do. And pick up the defensive mentality, but that's the type of player he is.
Someone just asked you, how do you feel about Willie?
Willie's all
right, there you go. We all have that same.
Yeah, Willie.
He's so inconsistent. He's so good, though.
So great. Like,
oh my god.
You watch Willie, and you're just like, he has all the tools, but
he really does. It's insane.
Yeah, like
he really does.
He's probably
just on pure talent.
I just it's
not knowing what.
It's speechless because you watch him play some games, you'd be like, damn, and then you watch him be like, what? And that's just how it is. That's just been Willie career. It's been a lot of ups and downs, and as it'll be more downs because people remember the downs. They're not going to remember the ups. That's just life.
You remember the ups because there's been a lot of losses here as a Kings fan. So we talked Marvin Bagley. The other guy is Luka Dončić. I was super high on him.
That was your boy from.
You watched him. The was my boy since November of last year.
Yeah,
and I've been scouting him ever since. You watched him the first game. You were there, Phoenix Mavericks. What did you see from him?
He's sneaky athletic.
Right.
He's sneaky
and the
athletic.
knock was what?
He is not athletic. He
right.
is sneaky. He has a first step that compares to anyone in the league. Like, yeah, it may look slower or whatever, but his first
He's patient,
step,
right?
Yeah, his first step, because it's more of a timing thing. Like, yeah, athleticism might not be there, but it's a timing thing. Like, he just has it in his head that he times it so well that he could beat you on that first step. Like, there was some layups that he made even over Ayton, and you were just like,
how
did he do it? It was
right.
like
he'll sidestep you.
Yeah, it's hard to say it. Like a lot of people, but it was Steph Curry-esque.
Right.
How
Steph's not an athlete.
I know, but I'm just saying.
He gets by everybody.
He gets by, and he puts the ball up high and uses spin and this and that, and it's just a different. Luka's gonna be good. Like,
right.
I think, it's only been 5 games.
Right.
Wait till he gets to 20 or 30 games, and he really
wait till he gets in shape because he's fat.
Yeah.
I mean, fat NBA standards. Like
exactly.
He's not in great
he's
shape
European
yet. Right. He has
shit. Yeah.
Baby fat still. And
it's going to be like the Kevin Love situation with him, right. I think. But
Caleb got in great shape.
Yeah, but Caleb sucks. That's a whole other story.
That's a whole different story.
But I think
he's a big man.
Yeah, if Luka gets on that Caleb regimen of getting in shape,
right?
That's going to be crazy because he could play 1 to 3.
Like even 4 at times. He's played a lot of 4 this year.
Yeah, but he's a 1 to 3.
No doubt.
Like you'll be confident to be able to put him at any one of those positions and run the show, and you're gonna want the ball in his hands towards the end of the game. Like that's what it is.
Because last night he made a great play.
Yeah.
DJ missed the dunk.
Yeah.
The time was a little bit off. But he
still should make the dunk.
He should make that dunk.
John Madden used to say, if you get your hand on the ball, you should catch the ball or whatever. If you get your hand and you miss a dunk, come on, man. You're in the NBA. You're 6'10". You have a 40-inch vertical. Give me that. I'm going to make that.
He really does. And then talk about DJ and that matchup between DJ and Ayton. What did you see and how impressed were you with just Ayton? Just driving double-double.
Yeah, Ayton was like, the size. He's a big guy. He's an NBA player. It's a man. Like he's not playing a little boy anymore. But I thought that he was going to do well against DeAndre Jordan just for the fact of DeAndre doesn't play offense that well. So Ayton was going to be able to have energy to be able to go down on the offensive side and play. Like that's what I thought from when it was that matchup. I was like, oh, yeah, he's going to get his buckets that game. It's going to be a good game. It's not going to be like he misses all his shots. But he made his shots. So he shot, I think, 83%.
They played the Nuggets already?
Yeah.
And Jokic gave it to him?
Jokic gave it to
I mean, he's so skilled offensively, though.
That Jokic game, because I know Ronaldo, and then they had a podcast about it. And that's just one of those games where you chalk it up to the basketball gods and say Jokic is just that good. Like, he frustrates everyone. And even if you're not getting your shot, you're frustrated mentally because it's just like the dude went 11 for 11, 4 from 4 from the 3. He did a step back 3-pointer. Top of the key 3-pointer step back.
Right.
A big man making that? Come on.
I've seen Anthony Davis do it. I've seen Joel do it.
Yeah.
But you don't see many big men.
No. But what?
He's good.
He put buckets on Ayton.
You just got to take your head off, right?
I think that actually helped Ayton because he had DeAndre Jordan. Then you get to arguably he should be an all-star this year.
Has to be.
Like if he isn't an all-star, the NBA is rigged. Let's just put it that way. But you go from DeAndre Jordan, who is known for his defensive ability, to Denver,
the best passing big in the game.
Yeah, where
Jokic is by far the best passer.
Jokic would destroy you. So I think that humbled him from the first game because he was sky high after the first game.
I bet he was.
And you go there.
It's funny, while she was laughing, he was talking all this
5
shit.
5 points or whatever. It's just like, at that, it's just like, but he came back against the Warriors.
There's been 3 games?
4, because he played the Lakers last night. He has 3 double-doubles on the season so far.
Okay.
I think it's 20-point double-doubles or whatever.
So last night played Lakers, got double-double.
Yeah, and against the Warriors, got a double-double. He had a 20-point, 14-rebound game.
Okay.
And I spoke to him after the game, and he was just like, it's crazy how he thinks he's going to block a shot, but the release is so quick with the Warriors, can't touch him.
I know. The Warriors is just so special. Talk about your experience going to Oracle for the first time. I mean, how?
Oracle's insane. First of all, let me just say,
it's a shit arena, but
yeah, it's awful walking into Oracle. Let's just put it that way. Like that. That's
a terrible arena.
That's the dumbest walking. I'm like, because I'm looking for media, and it's just like, oh no, you got to go this way. I got sent to 3 different places.
My first time was the same way.
I was just like, man, because I came literally from the airport. Plane landed, jumped on the BART, go to the Coliseum, start walking. So you're walking with all these bags, and it's just like, crap, man. How the hell do I get in the stadium?
My back hurts.
Yeah, I wish Marco would have got me the coach's VIP pass, because then I could have just walked right into the back. But no, I have to go my way, and it's just like, oh, will call doesn't open till 4:30. It's literally 4:23. I'm like, y'all don't got these things yet,
right?
So I had to wait actually like half hour just to get it. But no, the environment in there is insane. Like the lighting is great. Phoenix lighting sucks. Like every time I go to an arena, I look at the lighting.
How is that? How are the fans there
in Phoenix?
Terrible.
They weren't bad. No, the excitement's there.
Okay.
There's excitement
because it's always empty, right?
I don't know.
Maybe opening night is always good for any
team.
There
is an excitement right now in the air in Phoenix. Even walking the streets and seeing people and gear and merchant, like you could just tell that they're excited about basketball again. Like this is the first time since Sean Marion, Steve Nash.
That's a good sports city.
Yeah. So they are right now. They're excited. Like the fans weren't disappointed at all, and especially they won the game. So anytime they went, like I was actually disappointed so far. Like it didn't seem like the arena was sold out in this last game
for the first time.
Yeah,
I've never seen it empty like that.
Like it was empty, and I was just like, because when I came last year, it was still packed and loud.
I was packed every game.
Yeah, but Warriors by far had the best environment. And that's what happens when you win, though. Like I guarantee, back in the '90s when they had Chris Webber and Mike Bibby and Lottie and all.
Well, most of those fans that you saw at that game at Oracle are Kings fans. You know that, right?
No, I don't.
They're all bandwagon fans.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're in the middle.
You gotta pick the winner, guys. Just pick the winners.
So we're in the middle. So all you gotta do is travel 45 minutes that way, as opposed to 45. So Central Valley, SAC, and the Bay Area. This is all Kings fans from the early 2000s. Now they're Warrior fans, and I get it. Winning does that.
Pick your winner. It's cool.
Winning does that.
But the thing is, though, Warriors play such an exciting brand of basketball, and
worldwide.
Yeah, it's
globally.
It's a different like. It's not a slow game. It's like it's fun to watch. Even when they lose, it's fun to watch because if they're sucking that day and the other teams
put up 52 last night.
51, 11 3-pointers or something like
30 minutes. And that's Clayish.
Hey, buddy, we need you to put up 50 points
against the Wizards because the Wizards are going to come in mad, y'all.
And the Wizards still scored 122.
Oh my god. So talk to me about that matchup. What do you expect from the Wizards? I mean, they said Durant was like, "Take me out the game. This team sucks." Those are his exact words. Are you think they're just going to be angry and just take it out on the Kings?
Well, you guys don't have confidence. I have confidence the Kings are going to win.
There you go. Let's just going 6-0. I might just show up.
Let's just put it that way. I have confidence they're going to win the game. The biggest thing is the guard play that they have.
They're so good.
They're quick. And they can shoot the ball. And
John Wall got big. Yeah. I don't know if you saw his body already. Like he's built like a damn bull.
If you contain everything goes to the guards, Hield and Wall. If you contain them, you'll win the game.
No doubt. That team is so 1-2 guys. It's like Damon and CJ.
Yeah.
You contain those guys. The Pelicans did it. They swept them.
If you take if you play Warrior style basketball against them and run them out the gym quick, if you get a 10-point lead, I think against them, they're just gonna fold. I really think they'll fold because they already got waxed out in Oakland. So if they come here and it's the same thing, buddy, 50 points, bro.
Buddy, here we go, my man. So has there been anyone thus far in the first 5 games that has impressed you? Just it doesn't have to be a rookie.
I'm going to just stick to rookies. Trae Young.
Right. That's fair.
It's just like
my boy put up 35.
Yeah, and you keep looking at it like, and you say it. This is the best draft class. in this
really
this 2003-ish draft class.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just so impressive that
both class. I think last and this year are really special.
I think this year's just hands down the best.
Okay.
Though. Like that's just
okay.
It's crazy. Yeah, NBA is in good hands, but Trae Young was one of those players where he wasn't supposed to be a one and done.
He wasn't.
He was a 2 to 3 year player coming out of high school. That's what they projected.
3 year player.
And all of a sudden he has a big year and it's just like, well, I'm going to go to the NBA. And everyone's like, oh, is it going to work? His size, you know, he's frail. He's this, he's that. And now he's out there just destroying people. That's that Oklahoma blood. Like Blake Griffin's impressed me too this year. That's another one.
Yeah, they're playing well. They're 3-0.
Like he put up 50 points the other night, like, and he's shooting the ball. He's just playing a lot happier basketball. It looks
Oklahoma blood, and I believe Buddy, Trae, and Blake were playing together.
Yeah,
during the summer. I think they had like a IG video or something.
Yeah.
So, aside from your alma mater, is that your second favorite team?
Which one?
Oklahoma.
No. I just follow my school. Like any Bahamian basketball player that goes to the school at the time, that's. You know, I keep track on that.
So you got, what's his name? He's going to Texas, right?
Kai Jones going to Texas. Okay. NBA in 2 years.
Going to the Kings probably because they don't have a draft pick this year. They're probably drafting following year in 2020.
Please go to the East Coast. You need one Bahamian on the East Coast, man.
You don't have any, huh?
None. Everyone's a West Coast. And then Sammy Hunter signed with Ole Miss. Right. We got Franco who's at Ole Miss. Travis Munnings, that's going to be a name that people need to remember. I think Travis Munnings actually is NBA talent. He goes to Louisiana Monroe. He's definitely going to make a summer league team. He's making an NBA team. I'm going to say that right now. I say it.
There it is.
The man's going to make an NBA
Put that
team.
into – he just LeVar Balled that, guys. Yeah. They're asking you, what do you think about Harry Giles after watching him for the first time in 2 years?
I mean, he had a good preseason. I watched, you know, because it's Buddy on the team. Mm-hmm. I just watched the Kings to see who it is. But last night he had, what, like 3 minutes?
He came in, turnovers, fouls,
and he was out the
frustrated.
Game. I watched Harry Giles at an EYBL game in the Bahamas when they were there. And
special? Yeah,
he has a skill set. It's also mental. And when you're injured, coming off an injury is just it's a whole, like, I've spoken to Olympians who have come off injuries, and it's just like your whole mindset is completely different now. You're not doing what you used to do. It's always in the back of your head, regardless of what happens. If he could get over that, like Derrick Rose, like everyone's just like, he's playing good now. That's because he put 11 years in of being hurt pretty much, and he realized I got to get mine. Bro. So you got to hope that Harry could because he could be an important piece of this team.
Because he's so skilled as a passer.
He's a long player. He can shoot the ball. Like, he can shoot the ball.
He can.
It's like you have him. Like right now, offensively, Buddy is the only one who can really shoot on the Kings. De'Aaron Fox is a great slasher, but his jump shot isn't the best.
Not yet. Well, you got Bogey.
No, but Bogey's not there.
Right.
But how is this, like, right now the Kings are playing so fast.
And it's helped them.
And what's going to happen when Bogey comes back? Like, is Bogey going to – because I honestly thought Buddy was going to come off the bench. Like, that's –
I don't think he's going to come out.
No, he's not anymore. Like, at the beginning of the season, before
I think it was Buddy, Bogey, and Fox from the start, though.
I always thought they were going to put Buddy coming off the bench.
Regardless, though, even if he comes on the bench, he's still going to get
he's going to get
starters minutes.
Yeah, he's going to get started. But I thought that the rotation, like, you never know, like last year. Because I really think when Buddy got put to the bench, he started figuring out the game more.
That was true. Like, that was good for him.
Yeah. So I thought they were just going to have that same role with him. But like you say, starter minutes. It doesn't matter. Manu type player.
Yeah. And I like the fact that he's okay with coming off the bench or with starting.
Yeah, because regardless if he comes off the bench or he starts, he gets paid the same thing. Just remember that, guys.
Yeah, just remember that, guys.
These NBA players will say something like a Melo, but they will still come off the bench because they're getting paid the same.
Exactly. So this is hypothetical in the future when it's time for Buddy to get paid. What do you think roughly? Because people always ask this, what do you think he's going to demand?
He's an $80 million player.
So that's what, 15 a year?
12 to 15 a year, something like that.
I said that last night, guys.
Yeah. No, I've always thought.
To me, he's a $15 million player.
Yeah.
And someone was even asking, well, the Kings don't have a first-round pick last year. They asked me, would someone trade a top 15 pick? I said, in a heartbeat. If I'm 20 other GMs, I'm trading a top 15 pick.
Depends on the team.
For Buddy, no doubt.
Like, if the Lakers had a top it'll be traded in 2 seconds.
No doubt.
They would trade
because he's so coveted.
Yeah, exactly. Shooting is
not just that. He can play make now. He can put it on the deck.
But it's the shooting that is going to
right.
Like all the other things are bonuses. Like, you know who I was talking to someone about it. He's almost, I say Jamal Crawford type player, but he's like a JJ Redick as well. Where JJ Redick,
he's a mixture of both.
Yeah, where JJ Redick came,
so a little bit of Aaron Gordon.
He's more athletic than JJ. But JJ was the same way out of college. He was a sharpshooter, but he had to work on his game. And now, if you look at his numbers, he's putting up 18, 5, and 3 or something like that. He learned how to play make, but that's JJ Redick got paid when he left him out. Like, it was just like, give me my money because I can shoot the ball. So that's what's key. Shooting that ball. Like, yeah, rebounds are nice, but if Buddy could shoot 40% from the 3-point line,
that's all we want.
If Buddy could shoot 45%, $90 million player. it's just that's the NBA now.
Jesus. And I would not be shocked.
No. Good for him. Make your money, man.
No doubt.
Make that money.
He works hard.
Yeah.
I know I watch him work hard. This dude sometimes last year after a loss, he'd go back to the practice facility, and he'd be shooting the ball.
Yep.
Like, that tells you how much he loves the game.
But he'd do that now. He'll make them open the gym up, and they'll be like, "Oh, we can't turn the lights on." It's like, I don't care.
Turn the lights on.
He doesn't. Well, see, our gym has light coming in anyways, natural light. So even if the lights aren't on, you can still see. He'll just be in the gym shooting. But if it's up to Buddy, he'll put up 5,000 shots a day, like, not caring.
Wow. That's gonna do it, guys. Any final words? Tell people where they can follow you. Any final words on Buddy Hield, DeAndre Ayton, what you expect from them just from an individual standpoint this year? Yeah, you can follow us 10thyearseniors.com. All the social media is 10th Year Seniors, so same thing. DeAndre Ayton is going to be Rookie of the Year. Okay. Possibly All-Star. I might throw that in there. If he keeps getting this double-double average, he's going to be an All-Star. I don't think the Suns are not that good. As I'll say, I'm biased to these things. Yeah. So they would put him in the All-Star game if he had a double-double. If he averaged a double-double. There's no way. Yeah, they would. There's no way. Yeah, they would. There's too many good bigs in the West. Oh, Buddy's going to be in the three-point contest. And he has to be. He's going to win that this year. Oh, my God. He was robbed last year. No doubt. These are just, like, irritating things. For sure. Wayne Ellington, come on, guys. So there was someone else that made it over Buddy. I was like, this dude made over Buddy Hield? Kevin Love was in it, right? He made it? Yeah, something like that. Anyways. Oh, Buddy going to win the three-point contest. No doubt. Yeah, no, it's just I'm excited because now, like, it's crazy how I watch basketball because I watch basketball with the success of Bahamian players now. Right. Like I'm a Heat fan. Just disclaimer, right. Been a Heat fan my whole life, not just LeBron times. Right. Sure. the good old Ronnie Cycli days and Glenn Rice days. I mean, you know. Right. But yeah, no, I watch basketball a little differently. I always root for the Bahamian guys, regardless of what team they go to. Right. Those are teams that I pull for. And the Kings will go 6-0 tomorrow. With me in the arena. That's just what I'm talking about, man. Buddy gonna average over 20 points a game and might lead the Kings in scoring. I thought accurate? Buddy this year. I think I messaged you that. Yeah. I was like, he's a 16 to 18 point player, 5 rebound a game. You don't think he'll get 20? I would like him to get 20. Right. Like I'm not gonna, but I think that. But your objective, professional opinion, think it's 16. I thought it was 16 to 18 at the beginning. Now that he's getting all these minutes, hey, 20 is possible. 20 is possible. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Again, don't forget to follow 10th Year Seniors. The link to their website is in the description, guys. It'll be on the audio version as well. You guys can follow us on all social media platforms at Basketball Zone Official or at Cowbell_Kingdom. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you guys on the next podcast.